Take 1, 2. Another episode of Ebony and Ivory. Let's see. Oh, we're good. All right, let's see here.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, feeling straight, never stop, changed all the squads we to play, and I've got something to say. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in
All right, let's go. We'll get it nice in there. What are you thinking, Jay? You're in the camera right now. What you think, buddy?
I think it's cold, wet.
Miserable?
Bro, your wheels are terrible right now, bro.
Don't be showing the camera. Don't be showing the camera that.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Horseman channel. Today, we are going to talk about a fun subject I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It is Poor People by Shelby's and ZR1s and Hellcat Red Eyes. I think we should get into this episode. First of all, thank you for watching. And if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Daniel, and I have a 2013 Shelby. This is my buddy Javante. He's got a twin turbo Boss 302. We love all things horsepower related. God has blessed us with many things, including horsepower. So, let's get into this video.
If ZR1 owners are poor, what does that make me?
All right, so first things first. I know it's kind of a confusing title. You guys are probably thinking, why in the heck would you call a GT500 owner or a ZR1 owner or a Hellcat Red Eye owner poor? Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's listening to this. Okay, this is why. People ask me all the time, you know, well, with this kind of money, you know, why don't you just buy a 5.0? You know, save some money and stuff. And the reason, my comeback to that is, I cannot afford a 5.0, especially the new ones. And this is why. When I spend $40,000+, because I think the new 5.0s are about 50. I think they're like 49 or it depends on what package you get.
The Dark Horse is gonna be like 60 something.
So yeah,
it's a little crazy for an NA car though.
For an NA car. So anyways, nonetheless, that's not what the problem is that you go and buy a 5.0 car and you're in it for 50 grand roughly out the gate. Now, then you want to be fast and competitive with everybody else. So then you're going to boost it. Then that's at least another 10 grand right there to boost it and all the supporting mods you need to do it, including the tune and everything else. So now you're at 60 grand for a car that depreciates like crazy. Now, I'm not saying I don't like 5.0s or you shouldn't get one, because I love 5.0s. I truly do. But I'm just saying that when you buy a 1314 Shelby or a ZR1 or a Hellcat Red Eye, your money stays with the vehicle, provided you don't go 200 plus miles or 200,000 miles or 100,000. It depends on how many miles are on the car, is really what it comes down to, because mileage does play a huge factor. But if you compare any mileage 1314 Shelby GT500 to any mileage 18 and up 5.0, if you compare mileage to mileage, the Shelbys are always going to hold their value versus the 5.0s. That's my argument on it. If I go to sell this tomorrow, I can go and get my money out of this still. I had it for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I can sell it for more than I paid for it. Bottom line. What is your comeback to this?
I still don't understand the poor people part though.
Because if
you can afford a difference in value.
Exactly, I can't take the loss. If something happened to a 5.0 after I spent 60 grand after all the mods and everything, something happens to it, and the insurance comes to me and they're like, well, hey, it's this many miles. They're not going to pay me for the turbos on it or the blower on it or anything else. They're going to pay me for a 5.0 VIN number. Here's the VIN number, here's the mileage. This is what you can find in your area for this price.
Yeah, but they're not going to pay for cams and a Whipple either.
I didn't either.
Yeah, but I'm talking about your insurance though. They're not going to be like, oh, well, he's got a 4.0 Whipple on it.
No, but I'm saying, regardless, even if this had the stock Trinity blower on it, it's still going to, the value of the Shelby, that's all included. It's all included. That's why you get more.
I think when you modify a car to a certain extent, I think it depends anyway on like who buys the car. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Somebody like you would buy this car, and there's some higher up Shelby owner who's like, "Oh, it's modified. I don't want it." So I think it's just worth.
And it depends on if it's modified cleanly or not. Like these are some pretty clean mods.
Yeah.
It's not like it was modded by some Joe Schmo. Like the people who had this car, they had some cheddar, and they modified it pretty handsomely, I guess you could say. Pretty clean. But I know what he's saying. Now, my thing is, even if you take just a factory bone stock 1314 Shelby and compare it to a bone stock 5.0 18 plus, or these newer 5.0s, the value in the 5.0s just appreciate when you compare mileage to mileage versus the Shelbys or ZR1s. When you buy a ZR1, your money stays there. Even if it's a 200,000 mile ZR1, it's probably still worth, what, 20 grand? Like, you know what I mean?
Wait, you said what? 20 grand?
I'm just throwing out a number.
Oh.
Now, I have no idea what a ZR1 with 200,000
All I
miles
heard
would
was
be.
ZR1 and 20 grand. Where? Where?
Right.
Show me, I want it.
Right, but if I say 5.0 for 20 grand, you'd be like, well, what?
Yeah, that's your average.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly. So that's my point, guys, is that my money is still sitting here.
I don't think people in our, I don't want to say like everybody, but I don't think everybody cares about value. It's more likely gonna go through an engine. It's gonna be ran hard. The way that we treat cars, even with low miles, like we got, I mean, not me anymore, but my low miles are still some hard miles. You know what I mean?
Adult driven, never raced.
Exactly. Never seen rain.
But that's my whole argument, is that my money is still sitting there, whether it's a ZR1 or any car you buy. If it's the higher end version of that car, it retains its value longer. So you're not going to take as much of a loss when you go to sell it, or God forbid something happens to it. The value is there. Even if you...
Is that why you got a Shelby?
It's partly why I got a Shelby, yes. Yes, because I knew that my value would always be there. If you throw money away, I don't want to say throw away, because I'm not talking crap to any 5.0 owner. I love 5.0s, truly, I do. But any 5.0 owner, you throw money into that, the resale value on it will always still be lower. You're gonna lose more on it.
Well, I mean, these cars cost a lot more.
When you brand new.
Yeah, brand new. I mean, so
But they're still
I think
selling
the
for
value.
But they're selling today for what they sold for new.
I mean, it's not it's not as common as a GT, but I mean, some people just want something they can hop in and drive
And not worry.
and not worry about it. Anybody can drive it. I'll be honest with you, not anybody can just jump in this car and drive away.
Correct. That's
You're gonna stall it. You're gonna. I mean, it takes some getting used to this thing.
Yes, 100%.
I'm still not even used to it. I can't drive like how you drive. You drove
Right.
a lot more than
Right.
me. But take off from a light, that thing is it's hard.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I personally don't get stuff for like the resale value
Right.
of things. I just so happened to get a Boss because at the time it was the same price as a brand new 2015 5.0, and they're both on the showroom floor. But I didn't. Honestly, I didn't get it because of what it was. I just really got it because I knew I was gonna modify it. The parts were already out when I was looking for. But I mean,
But do you want to tell the audiences that what you were actually looking? You were looking for a Shelby at one point. When you
I mean, yeah, but they were just. I mean, it was. I got that car back in 2014, 2015. So Shelby's were. I mean, this car was brand spanking new back then. They were like. I mean, this package was what, like 70 maybe.
It was 64.
So 70 after tax.
Probably.
By the time you drive it home.
But that's the thing, though, guys. Is go sweetheart. That's the thing, is that these cars today are selling for what they sold for brand new. Not any 5.0 can do that.
That's true. I mean, unless you ain't getting no miles on it.
But even then, even if you found a 2013 5.0 Coyote right now with like 1,000 miles on it, it's still not going to sell for what you paid for it brand new. You just won't do it.
Yeah.
And that's my thing, is just you hold your value, and that's all. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes down to you know, they always say, what's that saying? Saving it for the next guy. Mm-hmm.
But you know, yeah, that too. But you keep saying like poor people. I think poor people get stuff that like a 5.0. I mean anything that's kind of older that's already done, but they can go out and blow it up and not care. Like an LS guy.
True.
Not a big deal if you blow up an LS motor because you
Right.
can just go to junkyard and get another one. Just
That
get
is
it
true.
freshened up. It's not.
And
near as
Coyotes
much.
the Coyote motors are becoming much more readily available.
Yeah, because it's all the truck motors.
Yeah. You can find them in F-150s. The cams are different.
Yeah. You gotta change out some things.
But for the most part, Coyotes are becoming almost like the new LS. Like they're kind of everywhere. So there's that take on it too. You guys gotta let me know in the comments what you think as far as your value, what you're getting. If you don't care and you're just gonna, you know, romp on it anyways. Don't get me wrong. I romp on this anyways.
That's me. I just wanted something that was a good foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of knew that the Roadrunner motors were strong, but I mean, actually, I just knew it made more power at the time because I don't think anybody got crazy with them around. I don't know. They could have, but I mean, I don't know.
Anyways, tell me what your guys' thoughts are on it. If you like, you know, buying Coyote and, you know, saving money in the beginning, because you do save money in the beginning when you buy a Coyote, because you're not going to spend as much, but then your money is going to be gone, so to speak.
But you do know that anytime you modify a car, you just so happen to get a deal on this car, but like for me, all the money I put in my car, I know I would not get that back.
Correct.
I know I'd get back, you know, what I paid for the car, but not with the mods.
Yeah, and that goes for even this. So this has cams in it. It's got the Whipple on it. Like, if someone came to me for the same, if you had two 13 Shelbys here, one that was bone stock, but identical to this car, but without the blower or the 4-liter Whipple blower and the cams, just all stock, so stock blower, stock everything, but it was a glass roof car like this one, and everything else was identical, they would, and the mileage was the same. Depending on the buyer, they're gonna probably sell for about the same, because you're not gonna get more. It depends on the buyer, it really does. If
Yeah,
someone wants the Whipple, they'll pay more for the
Yeah.
Whipple. But
Some people just want
bone stock. So mods, as far as getting your money for your mods, a lot of times you're not going to get your money back when you put in. Like, for example, the guy that sold this to me, he didn't get his money for all. This car has probably $20,000 in mods in it, right? Is what I would assume. With the Whipple, the booster pumps, the cams, the long tube headers, cutouts, what kind of cutouts, all this stuff it has on it, and plus all the labor it took to do all that. Like, it's probably at least 15 grand, I would think.
Somewhere in the ballpark.
You know, and when he sold, you know, when I bought it, it's not like he tacked that on to a new price of one of these.
You
So,
wasn't even looking for something this.
I wasn't.
This
No.
high up when you was looking.
I was looking for stock with maybe minor bolt-ons like throttle body. Oh, this has throttle body on it too. But like throttle body, pulleys on stock blower.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, I was looking for pretty basic bolt-ons. This just happened to be clean and 3,500 miles, and it already had
It's
a.
hard to believe that he didn't rape this car.
Right.
He never drove it.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah. This car, she was a show queen. They wanted to pull it up, pop the hood, show
They
the.
got blower and cams before its first oil change.
Yeah, pretty much. So this car was a little bit different, but that's my whole take on it. You guys tell me in the comments what you think as far as
So if you was to sell this car, what would be your next car?
a Hellcat. Probably a Hellcat. Or are you saying if I stuck with Ford or went to
No,
a
no,
platform?
just any other car. If you was to sell this one, if you knew, okay, you can get your money back out of this, what would you put it towards?
Probably a Hellcat Red Eye, like a Charger.
You know, Charger one.
I love the wide bodies on the
Yeah,
windows.
I can respect that. Stock or modified, or maybe
Fair.
a little bit of both.
If it was modified, probably not near like this one. Like it'd be pulleys, maybe. Yeah, pulleys. I'd say pulleys.
Stock blower.
Stock blower.
like that,
Yeah,
you know.
stock blower. Everything else.
Okay. I got you.
That's what I'd go for. What about you? You sold your box.
Man, the dream sports car would be a 0.
So Inferno Orange,
Inferno Orange.
ZR C6.
C6.
ZR1. I know that's his baby right there. I love that car too. And the only way I'd ever support him selling his car is if it was going to that. So
Damn, what if I want a Hellcat or something?
Okay, well, I can respect that. I can respect
the
that.
ZL1?
Yeah, no, not the ZL1.
Miata?
No.
Damn.
Anyways, guys, throw your comments down there. Like, subscribe. We didn't say subscribe this whole video. Subscribe.
And
Right?
like the videos.
And yeah, we're getting like hundreds of views and no likes.
Yeah, last one pulled like 300. Like I'm telling you, I'll hunt each and every one of y'all down and make you click the like button. It ain't hard.
And it is free.
I got bills.
We're trying to get there, guys. We're trying to get there. But anyways, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. As always, what's in your stables? Because this one's here, and he's got a Boss 302 twin turbo in his. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next video.
Peace.
Squeeze till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.